Hi, my name is Nodima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are talking about Advocate Ramsipile, right? Rumors, right? It's his time to shine. It's his client that is on the witness box, and we are busy with them right now. Now, something very dangerous happened in court um, today. Not loud, not dramatic, not emotional. Dangerous, though. It was very dangerous because for the first time in a long time, the prosecution didn't lose control. Control was removed by Advocate Ramusipile from them. He removed that control. No shouting, no chaos, just silence. And the silence in a courtroom is never accidental. So let's be clear about something before we go any further. This is not about who you support. This is not about emotions. This is not about sympathy. This is about process. And process is the one thing a court cannot ignore. And process is always there, and it's always staring at you because once processes collapse, everything built on top of it starts shaking. Now, let's look at what Advocate Ramsipile did. When Advocate Ramsipile stood up to cross-examine or lead the evidence in chief of Bongani Sandisondanzi, many expected perhaps fireworks because he's been building up and building up the things that he is doing there. Damn you, Malina. They expected confrontation. They expected pressure. They expected a fight. That's not what happened. That's not how it happened. Also, what happened was worse. He didn't fight the witness. He didn't challenge the story. He controlled the route. The court was allowed to take. He controlled the route, which this is where we are going. You are not going to go in your own direction. I'm the driver here, so the truck is going this way. That is what he did when he got up. This is where most people missed it. What's happening? Ramasipile wasn't just using sequence, he was using sectors when he was dealing with the evidence in chief for his client. A sector is a closed procedural zone. You enter it, you exhaust it, you seal it, and once it's sealed, you don't come back. That's what he was making sure there. He moved the court from one sector to the next, not emotionally, not narratively, but procedurally. And he was like, 10 left, straight down, 10 right. That's what he was busy doing there. I was so impressed with him. This prevents spillovers because he's like, the truck drivers, when they go to pass for their license or they are passing for whatever, that's what Ramsipile, that's how he was driving. It was so smooth. As a result, I'm sure he deserves this, guys. He deserves this. What he was doing, it was preventing spillovers. This also was preventing improvision. This also was preventing rescue attempts. There was no need to be rescued there. He had the ball. He had the ball. He was playing the ball, not even the man. He was playing the ball. The man was there, but he was playing the ball. And that's when the room started to feel different because who is this? Who is this? Where is Rams? Even the judge felt that. Where is Ramsipile? I'm sure he was like, who's this man? Who's this young man standing in front of me? Because I used to, and then he will be tatazeling, and now he's no longer tatazeling. He is up here, he's composed, he's on point. And we went to the statement with him, and this, oh, Gosiam, this man, he did the things in that courtroom. Now, here is where the real damage began. Let's leave him and how he controlled the entire situation. Let's get to how he made sure there was damage. He began like this. Ramsipile did not touch the content of the statement yet. Read that again. He did not touch it at that time. He attacked it. He attacked it, how it was taken, how it was recorded, how it was processed. He dealt with those three things. He attacked it, how it was taken, how it was recorded, how it was processed. And It's a pity cameraman is not showing us the judge. No, Baloyi, when all of this is happening, they are focused on Ramsipili alone because they can't show us Sundance. They are focusing because now I wanted to see Baloyi's face at this point because Sanalam, a lot is happening there. A lot is happening there at once. I wanted to see because once procedure is compromised, content becomes a passenger, not the driver. So Ramsipile was like, no, I'm going to be the driver. I'm going to make sure of it. This move doesn't just challenge a document, it removes future questions before they are even asked. So ask yourself this. What exactly does the prosecution cross-examine? What exactly does the prosecution cross-examine on? If the foundation of the statement is already fractured, because that's what Ramsipile is making sure there. That question alone is devastating for them. That is why I wished I could have seen their faces so that I can see how frustrated they are. Ubaloyi now tried something there. He tried something. This is where the tension changed, Gefuti. Baloyi tried to respond, tried to poke, tried to interrupt, but there was a problem. Every answer Ramsipile gave was anchored to the records. So it was not opinion, not memory, not interpretation, records. Records. You can't shout at a record. You can't intimidate a document. You can't cross-examine a timestamp. And slowly, very slowly, Baloyi stopped bleeding. Because what was he doing? And he started reacting now. He started reacting because he couldn't sit down. He couldn't sit down, not because this guy is weak, but because the battlefield moved and he didn't choose the terrain. At one point, his final words before adjournment went resistance. They were agreement to what Ramsipile was saying. And you were like, then why were you getting up and saying something? Sir, why are you wasting our time? Why are you wasting our time? It was that. And the argument that accidentally helped the defense in the long run. That's when you know momentum has shifted. That's when you know momentum has shifted. And then there is Judge Rata. Judge Rata Mokgatleng did what judges do. He intervened, ne? That's what judges do. He studied the situation. He tested it. The difference is when he's doing these things, he's doing it the Rata Mokgatleng way. The judge Rata Mokgatleng way, which is different from all other judges. But here is the truth. This wasn't about control anymore. This was about containment. Because what was he trying to do there? We saw you say, we saw what you were trying to do. The structure Ramsipile built wasn't dismantled though. It wasn't reversed. It wasn't overridden. It was simply paused. And pausing a problem doesn't remove it. Because Ramsipile has become a problem at this point. He has become a problem. He has become a problem now. Now let's talk about the witness, Ntanzi, Bongani Ntanzi, Sandiso Bongani Ntanzi. So today was not the Ntanzi of Monday. Monday, he was emotional. Yesterday, which was Tuesday, he was restrained, but there were moments. Today, oh my God, he was composed, full of life. Even though when we ended, he was down again, but he was full of life. No oversharing, no theatrics, no collapse, just consistency. One thing about him, Bongani Ntanzi, he is very consistent. He is very, very consistent. You can't fault him when it comes to that because the evidence that he is giving right now is exactly the same as the one that he gave during trial within a trial. And what I like, the things that he is adding now are things that are needed for now. Because he couldn't say everything at that time. They were focusing on admissibility at that time. So now he is expanding, but not bad, not new things, not too much new things. They are just alignments, I would say. So that's what I appreciated about today, Bongani's testimony today. And what I like is that consistency is dangerous because it survives cross-examination. You could see it happening. He was growing inside that witness box, Obongan, and I believe he's still growing. So by the time he is done with Ulo, by the time he is done with Ramsipili, what we will see is him being great when it comes to Advocate Mnisi. He's gonna do well when it comes to Advocate Mnisi. And when he goes to Advocate Nxumalo, Advocate Mshololo, when he finishes with her, it matters because he will be the state will be is expected to take over, right? And the state will come there to take over and thinking that they are going to crush him. But to take over what? A witness who has stabilized, a record that's been segmented, a statement already under procedural strain. I believe that Unto Bonganidan is going to do so well. I believe that he's going to make sure that everything is in order. And let's be very honest now. This is not a verdict. This is not the end. This is not even close, but something irreversible happened. Options were removed for the state. That's what Ramsipile did there. And entire lines of attack were quietly closed by Ramsipile. Entire strategies became risky. Ramsipile didn't win an argument here. That's not what he did. He shrunk the battlefield. And when your battlefield shrinks, your margin for mistakes disappears. That's what he dealt with, and I'm so proud of him. And then what I can tell you is that courtrooms don't always explode. Sometimes they go quiet. And when they do, it usually means one thing. The record has taken over. No noise, no drama, just consequences, and then the court adjourned. I loved it. But the damage, that's already on record. And there is absolutely nothing that Ubalui can do about that. What are your thoughts with what was happening in court today, that Wednesday, 11 February? Let's talk with comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.